Let's have a look inside the Telegraph, Emma, at apparently half of council staff still want to work remotely, work from home.
Not just that they want to, but that they actually are. So apparently, according to this investigation, half of council staff are still working at home. And also the investigation found that only 10% in two councils, 10% of the employees were actually working in the office. And they've got a list here in the Telegraph of some of the, shall we say, worst offending councils on this front. Dorset, 90% working from home. Leicestershire, 89% working from home. And the point that has been made in some of the responses to this story is that actually this is affecting councils' ability to function properly.
Yes.
The councils deny that it is. And Jacob Rees-Mogg has, of course, been very strong in pushing back against civil servants not wanting to come back into the office. But the idea that they can function properly when most of their staff, or in some cases 50% of their staff, up to 90%, are not actually in the office, I think it's ridiculous. But what
justification can they possibly give now that, we've come through the pandemic? I know it's still around, but how can they justify wanting to work from home still? It's
interesting because obviously it's been months since these restrictions were lifted and they could have gone back into the office. And there's a quote here saying from one of the councils, saying that they've continued to work like this in order to, this is a quote, offer a hybrid solution. But the question is, a solution to what?
To what?
It was a solution maybe to the lockdown restrictions during the pandemic. But now that those restrictions have been lifted, is it a solution to the fact that many of their employees simply don't want to come back into the office and do their jobs properly?
Yeah. Is there any evidence that they cite for how it's affecting council services?
So there's one story in here of a woman who was trying to get, so she lives with her son who has multiple sclerosis, and she was trying to get the government's tax rebate, which was one of the some of the help that was offered to people during the pandemic. And she says that she had called up 6 times to her council and they had said that in order to try and get this rebate, and they had said that because they were working from home, they would need to hang up and call her back in order to get the information, but that they never called her back. Now, the council says that the reason why this situation for her wasn't resolved was something to do with a bank account being changed. But ultimately, if she called people and they never called her back, that is a clear example of them not being able to do their jobs properly. Because if they were working in the office, they would have been able to get, say, the manager on the phone or something like that.
It's an abdication of responsibility.
And it's people's lives. It's people's lives.
But the point is now there's no reason.